Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic, and this is another reaction to Oregairu. It is the romantic teen comedy that did not really happen as I expected, or something like that. It's episode 4, and you know what to do. As always, if you want to see the reaction itself, go down into my descriptions, follow the links, replace the circumflex dot parts with real dots, and enjoy. Once you've done, feel free to come back here and hear my thoughts about this episode. So, see you soon. For those that came back, welcome back. Now, as I said at the end of the episode, I was searching for the a little bit more information about the dog owner, and we have a picture at least. You know, it's from this episode. So, what we know about her is she's not very old. She's possibly, well, might very well be someone in the class in the school, meaning being a student. I see a very small option that it is Hiratsuka, the teacher, but I don't think so. It may be, you know, just saying. It might be many of the girls. It might be even possible that it is Yuki. Dark hair. But very differently dressed. But then it is 1 hour before school, so it is very likely that being a student, this student did not change to the school uniform yet. Instead wears normal gear, normal stuff. So it's still up to interpretation and to guessing, because we do not see enough of her to really know who she is. It's very unlikely this is a girl we've seen in the end of the episode, however. It looked way more like this girl maybe has been the one who did the messages. This mail. But I'm not sure. So, let's talk about the episode itself. That was a good one. So we have a new player in the game, which is the little sister. I like it. And she is funny and quirky and entertaining, and the typical nuisance, the typical pain in the ass for the big brother. As it has to be. So she will brighten the day in this series quite a lot. We have a little bit of backstory now. Finally, what happened? So Yuki there was a lot of surprises in this. Was hit by a car. So that's the first thing. That's how he became a loner, because he was hospitalized for a while and thus wasn't part of the class when it formed. Which explains it partially, but then he additionally seems to have chosen to be that. But before that, he went 1 hour early to school because he was looking forward to it. He wanted to. He loved the idea of going to school. So that's a very different person from the one we have now. So I guess there's more that happened there at this time. He saved the dog. I mean, I don't know what to say about that. It's just not clever. I see it one side on the positive, so he is someone who risked his life to save an animal. But then shouldn't there be like enough self-consciousness to know not to jump in front of a car? So, well, it's a risky thing. We haven't seen the accident completely, so I don't know how much time he had there or not. However, whoever is the owner of the dog very likely likes him for that. Unless he wasted that moment already by the way he acts now. So, dog owner is still the big question. We had then this whole situation coming up with Hayama. So, I like him. He's a cool, nice dude. He's very open, very friendly. As Hiki puts it, maybe it's a mental illness because he's too friendly. And he got messages, others got as well, about his 3 friends being kind of mean. So maybe there's something in that, but mainly it seems like someone constructed those messages to put a bad light on them. Where I ask myself if maybe, just maybe, this bad light is shining on Hayama as well. Because he's friends with all 3 of them. So maybe someone wants to hit the whole group, not just those 3. We don't know. Wants to be part of the group by kicking someone out, or all of them maybe, and making sure that Hayama is available for new friendships. So I'm not sure who it is that is aimed at here. However, Hiki solved the situation by taking Hayama out of the equation. Thus, all three of the guys went together and became friends, or about to become friends, which is a nice thing. I would say that is a nice thing done from Hiki, but he at least acts as though he didn't do it for their benefit, just to solve the problem. That's the question here. We know that Hayama did it to solve the problem and create friendships, so he did it on good intentions, and even more because he took himself out, so there is a risk that the friendships they have for him will lower if something like that is able to be lowered. We had a comment in from Hiki which I really liked. I will write it down into my Wikipedia. Just thinking about that. If he would, I mean, I'm waiting for it. It would be cool if they would have something like that for reals online. That he is writing stuff into a Wikipedia. So his view of life in a pedia article where you can search for different behaviors that teenagers and others are showing. Why not? It would be an interesting view into his mind, if you know what I mean. He explained the zone that Hayama has, which I can clearly see. So it is this. He says it's because if you're so successful and confident in your own life and everything is going great, then you emit a zone that people just feel good in and they just jump in, which is partially true. If there are people out there who are vibrant with energy and with positivity and who are able to lighten up a room when they enter, and then there are those who can do the opposite. And I guess we all know one or the other type. So I see this zone effect for sure. Although, at least for Hayama, it isn't done on purpose. He just is that way. And we don't know, maybe he has problems as well. Right now it doesn't seem like, but who knows? We have seen the dark side of Yuki, for sure. That was interesting. So, she was... If someone is sending a mail like that, he has to be killed. It's like, whoa. Well, not about like stopped. It was about tortured and killed and destroyed and exterminated. So she had this problem in the past, which is fitting to what we heard about her. So she always had the problems that other girls downed her to get her out of the equation because she was too good. So possibly mails like that existed about her in the past, talking bad and trash about her. So, yeah, I can understand that she's upset there, but it's a bit drastic. I like the analysis, the idea of how this group of Hayama and his three friends work. So he is like the central hub. He's the one everyone wants to be friends with, so they circle around him. But the moment he leaves, they are without a leader, without their central, and they're not friends with each other, so they're just, like standing around. Seeing from my time in school, which is quite a while ago, I remember groups like that. I remember groups where I was part in, I remember groups I've seen, that there is... like different positions in a group. You have like the Joker, you have the leader, you have the one or two who are socially, whatever I want to tell, was that lower in the meaning of just being part of the group is enough for them. You have those who don't talk much, those who repeat the boss, like are like yeah, you're always right thing. Like a wingman, but not in a so positive way, and so on and so forth. Depending on group size, there are a lot of different roles, which from now I can see. At this time, I was not so much aware of it, because you have a lot of other stuff on your mind as a youngster. What else did we have? Oh yeah. So we had it's fitting into the theme, into the theme for Yuki by now. We had Hayama talking about his friends in a very positive way, and Yuki turned everything into a negative way. So, oh yeah, so he's the opportunist. So he is someone who's easily inflamed and delighted, but not with much depth in it. So he's the silent, more stupid one. Always negative. It's interesting because it reflects on so many ways how Hickey is acting. Hickey is negative and Yuki is as well. They're both so dark persons from their view on the world out of different reasons. So that's an interesting group they're forming with Yui together, who is more like the sunshine in there, and Hayama as well. So once again, realized that. We had Ebina, so this black-haired girl who thought about, I think, that those three guys are interested in Hayama in a more, in a way more about a relationship. And she used food to describe them. Okay. And she completely went crazy. And we have names for the three guys. I'm not sure if they will pop up again. I will write them down just in case. We had a nice situation with Totsuka, with Saiko. So usage of first names explains if you're friends or not, or it deepens the relationship. So Hickey used his first name and then instantly blocked when Saiko wanted to use Hickey as a first name for him. So instantly, like, that's a bit mean, you know? Because it puts you on a different level. You're like, I'm the leader, I'm the one in power. It's a bit strange. However, I like the fact that this group of three then later on appeared, together with Hayama. Interesting group, and I hope we will see this workplace moment, that we will have something like that really happening in this series. And last but not least, we have a new girl who was standing in front of the door. I'm not sure, it may be one of the girls we've already encountered, but the shot of showing her wristband, and I think she had a mobile phone, so it might be like a hint that she was the one who sent the mail, just might be. And the band on. Wait a second, we had these pictures. I'm searching. Give me a second here. Oh no. Oh, by the way, I like his explanation why he doesn't want to go with the workplace thing. I'm searching for this picture that Hayama mentioned, because I want to know if there is maybe, just maybe, something like that shown. No, not really. Okay, not really shown. Just thought maybe on the pictures you see like the one who photographed it. You see a wristband in there. But no, it's not. So I'm not sure who she is. I'm pretty sure we will know next episode. That's it from me this time. I hope you liked. I did for sure. So as always, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. My name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye and out.